Hi everyone, my name is StevieAnne Petitt and I'm a current StevieAnne student. I also will be a great graduate very soon, and I'm honored and proud to announce that I have in fact discovered my gifts and graces at StevieAnne, and I've also been blessed with the opportunity to use them in a loving and profitable way. Here you are, here I am as a social media branding strategist using my expression to help others live prosperously in their passions. And that's what I'm here to share with you today as part of the Success Vlog. So cool enough that I get to express myself, something that all of us should do. Well, on social media, when all of us as holistic entrepreneurs are building our brands online, typically our question is, how do I sell myself? How do I build an online voice and presence that's going to, earn me from conversation to conversion? How do I get folks to come for services and products that I can offer? How do I live prosperously in my passion? Well, I have really great news, because social media is in every way, shape, and form exactly how we're going to do it. It is dependent upon organic, authentic engagement. It is what we as holistic entrepreneurs typically come in with. Our mindset is already very naturally drawn to build relationships, build rapport, to express openly and authentically, and to share our gifts. So social media is the ideal platform for that. Social media is not about selling, it's about sharing, and that is what we do really, really well. So I'm going to share with you guys the 1-to-7 ratio that we use here at Social Ally, the company that I work for in Scottsdale, Arizona, as a branding strategist. This is the ratio that we use for our clients so that they can build an online presence and brand voice that attracts like-minded customers and peers. So the 1-to-7 ratio goes something like this. For every post that you're creating, for every one promotional, please join my webinar, come to my retreat, visit my webpage, here's my workshop info. For every one of those, we're really going to want to build a relationship and a rapport with the other 6. And this is where expression and sharing comes in. So the very first idea behind creating a campaign or a post is to entertain. Who doesn't want to be entertained? That's the #1 thing that people would like on social media, is to laugh, to cry, to elicit emotion. So ensure that some of your posts are entertaining. And of course, you can move these around however you want. It doesn't have to be 1-to-7. Perhaps one of these categories is a little bit more appropriate for your niche audience. Whatever it is, play with it. But this is a general guideline of how you can use different tones to build your brand voice online. So entertaining, of course, is always win-win. Engagement is the second one. Perhaps create crossword puzzles or fill-in-the-blank affirmations. Create ways that your audience will feel prompted to engage. And as you engage back and forth with them, you're building that relationship. Building a rapport with someone inevitably turns into earning their respect based on how well that dialogue is going. And then from respect comes retention. People are going to return back to you for your products and services because they know who you are. They have an idea, and because you've taken the time and the effort to engage with them, they feel valued. And at the end of the day, we all know we all want to feel good enough and lovable. And this is what you can do by engaging with your folks on social media. Third approach you can take is to inform. This is like a do-it-yourself. You are going to give away free or complimentary information. Perhaps you're going to give a hint on how they can read their own toes. Perhaps you're going to provide a free or complimentary 30-minute or 10-minute guided meditation, and you give them the MP3 so that they can download it immediately. This post is going to be something that is of immediate value. They can right then and there take it and never talk again if they didn't want to. It isn't about capturing their email. It's truly a generous gift of something complimentary for them. And what this does is it builds value. It shows that you're credible, that you're generous, and of course, it's going to work on your behalf so that later when they decide that they want the goods, they want to go deeper, they want to heal more, whatever the case may be, they're going to come back to the person who valued them enough in the beginning to give them a gift that they were able to utilize to empower themselves. So that's the third approach. The fourth approach is to inspire. These are quotes, these are motivational movie clips, whatever it is that inspires you, share that. Give people an idea of how it is you operate as a practitioner, as a professional. What is it that inspires you? Because more than likely, that's going to reach very like-minded people, and in the end, that may ultimately be who you're trying to attract, is people who speak the same language, they understand your brand voice and your presence, and they're more inclined to support it and share it with other like-minded folks that they know. The fifth approach is to humanize. Humanizing your brand is extremely valuable. It's very important that as we're building our brand voice and presence online, that it's unique to us. We want to be authentic in our expression. We want people that see our brand voice to really hear us and to speak our language fluently and to know that we are their go-to practitioner because we're of like mind. So humanizing looks like behind the scenes, perhaps capturing images of you at a volunteer event, perhaps when you're learning educational things behind the scenes, that you're furthering your education. So it's like, what makes you relatable? And you want to share that to build that relationship. All the same, making sure that it is in fact relevant to your brand model, your business model online. So humanizing is really, really important as well. The sixth one is called the good neighbor policy. What this does is it ultimately gives you the opportunity to highlight either a client, if they're comfortable with that and you've gotten the okay. Perhaps that's through testimonials or whatnot. Also, you can highlight fellow practitioners or peers. This really helps build community, and it helps with the referral piece, especially if perhaps you're a hypnotherapist and they're a massage therapist and the two of you refer the other, because 95% arguably of conversion, people purchasing products, is from peer recommendation. So we want to play on that strength online. And then also with the good neighbor policy, you can highlight your mentors, perhaps people that you're studying under, or the works that you've researched and implemented into your practice. And that also is not only tagging them and letting those people know that you're a student or a fellow peer with the same mindset, but also it gives a little idea for the folks that are reaching out to you and they're studying whether or not they're going to pursue your practice for them, what it is that you take your lessons from. And if it resonates with them, they're more inclined to stick around. Lastly is promotion. So for every one of these promotional, you're going to have a variety of the other 6, and however you deem fit. But even the promotional is not going to be solely promotional and spammy. There is no click here, buy now. In fact, many people have seen a difference in their newsfeed algorithms. They see that a lot of their posts aren't getting as much engagement or visibility, and it's because they're using those keywords. So Facebook in January 2015 changed their algorithm so that it would automatically limit the exposure that those type of posts got. So what that means is now we have to be a little bit more, passionate in our posting and not so spammy. This is our time. As holistic entrepreneurs, we effortlessly express from passion. We're so excited about everything that StevieAnne has taught us and allowed us to kind of embrace about ourselves, and now we want to go move forward in those gifts. So all we ever have to do is express from a place of authentic, genuine dialogue and expression, excitement and inspiration. And what that turns into is we allow that to breed whatever engagement it's going to breed, and we provide a call to action. We provide a little bit of insight that says, here's my website. We just put the link there. We click we talk about this workshop that we have and how excited we are to create it and how blessed we feel to understand what our purpose is, and then we leave the link to the actual workshop. People that feel inclined to know more, they'll click it. We don't have to prompt them to, and it'll be the right people that are drawn to that. So just express from a place of passion, and it is truly the adage, you're building your brand presence online, your voice online, and if you build it, they will come. And if you're building from a place of authenticity, then the foundation will be strong, and the people that come through your doors are going to be ideal. So in sharing this, the 1-to-7 ratio, play with it, move it around, create your own content calendar, have an idea of what it is you'd like to post about, what inspires you, what do you find engaging, what entertains you, how are you different from another individual or practitioner in the same field, what is it people can expect, why you, and just share all these parts of you in a professional setting, of course, and allow people to be drawn. The right people will be. So that's it, the 1-to-7 ratio. Use it as you deem fit. And another tip is to always add an image or a video to every single piece of content that goes out, and to take the extra time to plug in any images you create into a free blog graphic design type outlet, and then adding your graphic or logo to it, so that when you're using all this time to really create a quality post, when it's shared, your brand exposure is greater as well.